Writing was good. Here's a squad better you put on for your hood. Look, we got Close Calls Part 2. Yo, Part 1 was a horrible video. That's my first video. That shit was horrible. But now I got more experience and the video thing. This one should be a little banger. You heard?
While you might consider catching the last bus of the day lucky, the subjects of this compilation had some. While you might consider catching the last bus of the day lucky, the subjects of this compilation had some major luck. If you want to be just as lucky, subscribe to our channel. This driver got lucky twice. Not only did he survive, he managed to capture this footage. This guy failed his trick, but who cares when the landing is this spectacular? This guy is so lucky, he only needs...
If this copyright, I want to post this shit. I want to find a new video right now. Hold up. I'm gonna find a new video. Yes, I'm doing this. I'm not taking out the video. I'm not about to edit this out. This right there. No, this dash cam moment. This should be more fucking idiots and cars. Let's see, idiots and cars. There you go. It's all right here. It's a good video.
From two Brazilian bikers who narrowly...
All right. Writing was good. Here's the squad better you put on for your hood. Look, we got 10 terrifying close calls caught on camera. This close calls part 2. My first video made, that shit was horrible. My first video ad, no ring light, that shit was crazy. But this part 2 where you heard the video.
From two Brazilian bikers who narrowly missed being flattened by a train, and a student pilot in the UK whose engine failed hundreds of feet in the air, to a man in southern Florida who almost took a 4-story tumble off a parking garage, and a powerful earthquake in Indonesia that sent locals running for their lives. Here are 10 terrifying close calls caught on camera.
Wow.
May 12th of 2018 was a great day for a bike ride in Rio de Janeiro. Two friends met to make the long 21-mile journey from Volta Redonda to Porto Real. They planned on taking a new route that very few people had gone. They believed the route was safer since they didn't have to pass the President Dutra highway. Partway through the journey, they realized why few people take this route. It led them to a train tunnel with narrow paths on either side. There was no other way over the rocks or across the river. Turning back was also out of the question. So they took a deep breath and rode into the tunnel. Then their worst fears came true.
What are you doing? Are you crazy? Just turn around, pedal. You better turn the fuck around, dog. Pick it up. Yo, run, nigga. Go. Jump on the bike. Yo. Chat. When they say push the pedal to the metal, this is what it means. This is what it means right here. This nigga, when they say turn on the jets, this is what it means when I turn on the jets. Push that pedal to the metal, you heard. Cause I was like this close. That's like 2 seconds away. 2 seconds away. This close. Yo. Put the foot into the pedal and push that pedal, dog. You better go, nigga. Ooh, look, this close. This close. Oh my God! Don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. Don't go back in there. It's over. Now go back in there.
Once the train passed, the pair quickly went back into the tunnel to try and finish what they started. Surprisingly, the bike our cameraman dropped seems to have taken no damage at all.
Oh, so he was running. He hard. He was on feet when doing that shit. That's pedaling. Nah, he was on feet with
May
that.
have been okay if they pressed themselves against the wall, but clearly they weren't willing to risk it. Our cameraman narrowly made it out of the tunnel. Even a 1-second delay would have ended his
Exactly.
life.
1
Imagine
second, bro.
hearing that train horn getting louder and louder as you run for safety.
Shit, fucking LeBron James done 3-1. That fucking chase on block. That's what.
The Bukovel
did.
ski resort is the largest of its kind in Eastern Europe. Located in the Ivano-Frankivsk Oblast, Ukraine, it
Oblast?
features 17 chairlifts and
Oblast.
37 miles of trails. Skiers come from all over Europe to stay at one of 7 high-profile hotels. The entire property can host about 12,000 people at once. April 13th of 2013 began as another
Should
day at the
charge
mountain. A group of skiers got on the lift en route to the summit. They had their cameras rolling when an ominous noise caught their attention. What happened next might be every skier's worst nightmare.
What happened next?
Ого, падает. Ого. Ничего
He's
себе.
falling down. You
Вот
better
это да.
get off that shit.
Вот это я заснял.
You off that, you heard? You off that.
Охренеть.
Get off that.
Обалдеть.
I see him just sitting there. How do you sit? Is he sitting? How do you sit through this? How do you sit through? That's crazy, bro. Niggas got heart. Get off that. Jump off.
Ого.
That is wild.
Охренеть. Воу.
That is wild, you heard?
Вот это да.
That's a tree. Do you know how heavy a tree is?
Thankfully, the tree fell on the downhill side of the lift. Amazingly, it didn't cause any apparent damage. The lift kept going, and the cable ripped all the branches off the tree. That one chair did come dangerously close to our cameraman. According to reports, nobody got hurt on the other side. Hopefully, everyone on the lift got a free pass or some lunch vouchers.
That's at least that.
Mount Bizimyanye is a 9,500-foot stratovolcano on the
Damn,
Kamchatka
it's
Peninsula
tall
in
as
Russia.
shit.
It's only 4,700 years old, making it a little
Only?
baby volcano in the grand scheme of Earth's history. There have only been 3 periods of intense activity in the last 3,000 years.
Wow,
Most
who knows?
recently, an eruption comparable to Mount St. Helens happened in the 1950s. Then, in 2023, it blew.
This year? Right? There was in the news. It's happened this year. This is June. So the year just started. We halfway through the year.
On April 7th of 2023, a group of Russian scientists set out to study the young volcano. It had erupted intermittently since March, with lava flows and ash billowing into the air. The crater's edges looked ready to collapse, which should have been a warning sign. Maybe they should have listened to Mother Nature.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. Do niggas think a volcano is just a resort to chill on? Like, but you chilling on a volcano.
Maybe they should have listened.
Y'all niggas camping on a volcano. A fucking volcano. I'll be damned if a nigga gets scared because a volcano about to erupt. What the fuck is a volcano is known for? Come on, bro.
To Mother Nature.
What the fuck is this?
Придет,
Retarded.
Why so?
Yo, get out the... Leave! Flee the scene! Flee the scene! Fuck all that shit! This shit about to blow! This shit about to blow. They ain't gonna stop you. They ain't gonna protect you. That's a fucking...
Our
What
cameraman,
is that?
Pyotr Krinkin, and his team were forced to take cover as ash rained down around them. They couldn't move from the location because of the heavy ash fall and the threat of new rock slides. Unfortunately, that meant rescue teams couldn't get out there either. Our scientists had to wait a full 24 hours before
Oh, the
anyone...
scientist. I thought that was campers. A scientist. Nigga, what the fuck, nigga? You risking your life for some research that nobody gonna read? The fuck, bro? This is weird shit.
According to the Global Volcanism Program, the ash plume stretched between 32,000 and 39,000 feet into the air. It turned the snow gray as it covered the ground. When the scientists finally returned to base, they were covered head to toe.
Ash? Shit.
The Jammu-Srinagar National Highway is a 153-mile stretch of road between the city of Srinagar in the Kashmir Valley and the territorial capital of Jammu. East Asian weather has always been a pain point for these major roads. It's impossible to avoid the steep
This is not motherfucking pavement. This is like mud, a
so
dirt.
landslide.
This is like a dirt mud type thing. And pavement, when it's concrete streets or roads, it won't do that. Your niggas got fucking dirt for roads. You're wondering why all your fucking mud is everywhere. It's got the fuck.
Have a habit of disrupting traffic. On April 2nd of 2023, a particularly scary landslide did more than block traffic. Workers had recently finished the T5, a 2,900-foot tunnel through the mountain that bypasses a long stretch of highway. It opened to traffic on March 16th, but had to close a few weeks later.
Wow. That's the thing. I drove you all this shit. They screaming for fun, or they screaming like, oh my god, everybody. Okay, let me say real quick. Why it sound like y'all happy, like a roller coaster or some shit? Y'all niggas, never mind, but I don't know. Something just exciting.
Imagine how fast those rocks must be traveling.
They
That one
exciting.
guy is lucky he got out of the way in time. The Jammu-Srinagar
Facts,
Highway
look.
is the only
Boom.
all-weather road
Shit,
between the Kashmir
cuz.
region to the rest of India.
Yo.
That means officials had to work quickly to clear the debris and ensure everyone's safety. Thankfully, nobody got hurt during the landslide. The rocks themselves didn't cause much damage. One army vehicle got hit as it passed through the tunnel, but we guess it's built to withstand such impacts.
You see that car right there?
Through the tunnel,
That
but we
green
guess
car?
it's built to withstand such impacts.
That green car right there, that's moving back slowly. If I was in that car, I'm going. I'm out of there. Backwards. I'm out there backwards, chat.
Cianjur is a small town in West Java, Indonesia. They're home to
Yeah.
about 175,000 people who commute to the surrounding cities for work. Unfortunately, Indonesia's place on the Pacific Ring of Fire leaves them highly vulnerable to volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. In November of 2022,
Tired as
the
fuck.
latter rocked the entire country. On November 21st, a 5.6 magnitude earthquake struck near Cianjur. The epicenter was about 7 miles underground, but the impact was felt across the island. Multiple cameras, from CCTV to cell phones, captured the moment when the earthquake struck. One man outside an apartment building came inches away from a serious concussion, or
Sheesh.
worse.
Facts.
Reports
My brain's
indicated
black.
that 62,000 housing units and 368 schools were damaged or destroyed.
Damn.
The earthquake displaced some
Look,
73,000
lucky-ass
people
nigga.
while injuring over 7,000 others. Things got worse before they got better. More than 400
Lucky.
aftershocks were felt between November 22nd and December 9th. Some were as strong as 4.2 magnitude quakes. Those aftershocks caused many people to stay in tents far away from their homes. They were afraid the weakened structures could crumble at any minute. In the end, the 2022 event was the worst earthquake to hit Indonesia since the Sulawesi tremor in 2018. No matter where you live, it always has its pros and cons. Take Florida, for example.
From Jersey,
the
bro.
water is
I'm chilling.
warm, the beaches are great, and you can pop into Disney World at any time. But hurricanes can blow your home down, and alligators can ruin your fishing trip.
Yep.
One local almost learned the alligator lesson the hard way. On May 16th of 2019, a local who goes by BBQ Bass Bros on Instagram
This the Bass Bro niggas we seen on fucking the other video I made. You know what? I don't know. Let me see how.
fishing
I
in the
watched it
Florida
again for-
Everglades. His perfect
Yeah,
day
there's
got
no
even
rules
better
there.
when he hooked a nice-looking fish. Unfortunately, he wasn't the only one eyeing that catch.
He's definitely a little bigger. Wow. Wow.
Look at him, just sitting there, waiting for our cameraman to come back to
Come
the
back and-
water.
but
We
the-
assume he
he's about to
sees
eat
the
his ass
alligator
up.
lurking, but we can't say for sure. Watch the top left side of the screen as he reaches down to grab the fish. You can see the alligator creeping up before lunging. Our fisherman is very lucky he pulled away
Lucky
in time.
as hell.
The American alligator has a bite force of 2,980 psi. That's fourth behind the Nile crocodile, saltwater crocodile, and great white shark. If you're ever fishing in the Florida Everglades, know that one of these guys
I want to see an alligator fight a shark. That'd be some wild shit. You got. Let's say if a Florida alligator fights a shark, who winning that shit? Who finna win that
would
shit?
be lurking under the water.
I got the gator.
October 4th of
Show.
2013 was a perfect day for flying over Somerset County,
Isn't it?
England. John Merriman, a 53-year-old pilot in training, took to the skies in his two-seater microlight aircraft. He'd already gone up and down once, but he wanted to take another flight. John took off from the airport and climbed to 300 feet. Things were going fine at first, but then tragedy struck about 11 minutes into his flight. While traveling around 50 knots, his engine suddenly stopped.
Oh my god.
In 2008, the whole thing collapsed.
This is why I'm scared to
just-
fly. Like, I'm really scared to fly.
Felt like right now.
Cause you never know, bro. Like, you way in the air. You never know that shit can crash. The pilot fall asleep. Like you got like me. I don't trust niggas. Like bro, you gotta trust the pilot to fly you safely. That shit is crazy, bro. I tell my mans, if we go to Florida, I'm driving there. I'm driving to Florida. I gotta just pull up. Just pull up, bro. Just pull up. That shit. Is you gonna make this shit? He didn't even get hurt. You good? Watch right here, chat. Cause this is shot over here. Watch right here. Play. Come on now.
While John's 5,000-pound plane was kaput, he walked away without a bruise. He remembers thinking to himself, "Don't panic, remember your training." Thankfully, all that training came in handy. John had to dip the nose right before he crashed to avoid hitting some overhead power lines. Then he smacked into the ground at 50 miles per hour, narrowly avoiding an off-screen herd of cows. John only needed a few more hours of flight time to earn his full pilot's license. That's why he wanted to take advantage of the beautiful day. The crash didn't deter him either. He bought a new plane shortly after.
Got that bread. Got that money, dog.
Springville is a small Southern California town halfway between
South
Fresno
California.
and Bakersfield. On June 1st of 2019, a powerful storm passed overhead. The wind blew hard enough to weaken some structures, including one local man's open concept garage. The day after the storm, Jay Kelly returned home in his white SUV. When he got out, he heard something strange coming from the...
He got the Beamer, the Ford Explorer, a Hyundai.
It was like an odd cracking sound followed by a meowing cat. Concerned for his pet, Jay went to investigate. Little did he know, that cat was about to save his life.
This car blew up.
Any cats up there?
What happens? What happened? Oh my God! Holy shit! Holy shit! Chat. If he was under that, bro.
The second Jay stepped out from under the garage, the cement roof came crashing down. His kids came running when they heard...
If he was under that, it would have been done. Damn, RP the cars though, dog. It's over.
crash. Thankfully, Dad and the cat were okay. Apparently, a solar company had installed the garage 4 years earlier. He thinks the storm must have weakened the structure, and the weight of the solar panels brought the whole thing down. Jay was especially thankful to the guardian angel on his shoulder. Everything had to go right for him not to be crushed that day. About 72 miles south of Orlando sits the city of Melbourne, Florida. Home to about 84,000 people, Melbourne is a college city with 6 universities within 50 square miles. It's also home to one avid biker who nearly became the next Florida man. Josh Spezzano was riding around an empty parking garage on January 27th of 2022. He had a GoPro attached to it.
If I get some extra time in to like drive my car, go right to a open garage or parking lot, just press the gas and just like kept start turning and shit. Should be fun.
Helmet and thought shooting from the top floor would be cool. So he rode up and tried to stop next to the wall. Then he nearly took a one-way trip back to the bottom.
We're in Melbourne, Florida. It's fucking beautiful, dog.
Why you pushing so fast? This nigga almost died, chat. Look at this nigga. Going too fast, bro. Yeah, sit down and think. Sit down and think. Sit down and think, bro. Sit down and think,
Josh
bro.
accidentally whiskey throttled near the wall, which is when you pull the throttle in panic and send yourself flying backward. Usually the bike has more room. It kicks up and you fall off the back. But Josh had about 3 inches between him and the wall. So instead of flying back, he went forward. Luckily, he held on with one arm and pulled himself back over the wall. His quick reflexes saved him from a 4-story fall, which would have led to serious injury. Josh clearly needed a minute to sit before getting back on his bike. His brain was so rattled that he could barely choose which social media app to open.
This nigga was like, holy shit. Almost died, Jack.
On November 8th of 2014, 2 friends in Lake County, Florida decided to scare their friends. Dave and his neighbor Carell are experts in their respective fields. Dave likes explosives and Carell likes paragliding. Together, they staged a close call to freak their guests out. Dave set up a barrel of tannerite, which is a brand of binary explosive used in firearms. You can easily buy some in kit form. The plan was for Carell to fly in just as Dave hit the detonator. What resulted was a scary-looking incident if you weren't in on it.
Hey, he's about to shoot the camera.
It was fake. Bro, this channel is not fake shit, bro. It's all real niggas in here. I mean, it's just fake shit on my channel. We gonna watch it though, fuck it. We gonna watch it though. Oh. Oh!
You better get the out of the way. Oh my God.
This close. This size is the big size. You was this close, dog. Getting pushed down by a fucking rocket. How you feel trying to prank somebody and you almost died? I don't know. Me personally, I ain't pranking nobody ever again.
That was insane.
You laughing, bro? Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways.
From
to
Dave's
die.
perspective, the barrel narrowly misses Carell as he flies past. However, the video from Carell's point of view shows the barrel flying a few hundred feet into the air and totally missing him.
Oh.
Their plan worked like a charm. They got a
So
good laugh.
Fucking fake. Fake ass. I'm done. No fiction on my channel. Bro. Alright, gang. I sent in a video, bro. Be safe, man. Real stuff. Be safe. These shit right now is crazy. Mad close calls for no reason, you heard, but read your Bible. Keep it safe at all times, man. Read the scripture somewhere around. It's either gonna be here or here. Wherever I put it at. But that's it, man. Be safe. I'm out.